So, yeah, hi, hey, howdy, folks. You're just gonna hear me talking today because there's an issue that bugged me for a while now, but suddenly is super relevant to me again. Um, yeah. So enjoy watching me painting my face, and maybe I'm gonna show you one or two photos from when I was a whale. Yeah, so fat shaming. Fat shaming isn't a thing, right? It's just fat people complaining about their kind of self-inflicted misery and made up stories about other people who allegedly were mean to them and hurt their precious feelings because the only thing on the body that isn't thick is their flabby skin. I mean, um, if you make a comment about someone's weight, you don't want to harm them, right? If anything, you are worried about their health. That's tough love. You want to bring the self-destructive and self-sabotaging behavior to their attention because they obviously don't know what they're doing to themselves. Maybe you're puzzled how someone can be so self-indulgent and at the same time feel good or at least a little better about yourself and your own eating habits because at least you haven't eaten yourself to the point of being morbidly obese. I mean, how many calories do you have to eat on a daily basis to be so fat? Don't they know how unhealthy that is? Like, don't they care at all? Yeah, we do. We do know and we do care. I'm saying we because hi, I'm Samsa and this is my metamorphosis. I used to be morbidly obese and because of that, combined with my arthritis, was bedbound for at least half a year. And my roomie, my best friend, had to help me with everything. He had to help me shower, cook, buying groceries. He had to bring me water when I was thirsty. Uh, yeah, I was always fat. I never was skinny. And I can tell you that fat shaming or sometimes just commenting on someone's weight can do much more harm than good. And I'm not talking about concerned family members or friends here who sincerely want to help, who are loving, understanding, and constructive, and who don't want to act like your enabler any longer. I'm talking about the pretentious people who feel it's necessary to tell you how unwanted and how basically wrong you are. And yes, of course, I was bullied in school because of my weight and sexuality, but I'm not talking about school bullies either. Like, everyone was bullied at school. Almost. And if you ever happened to read Reddit stories about fat shaming, the comments are always harping the same string. It's like, yeah, as if nobody would say something like that or do something like that, especially to a person they don't know. This is so unrealistic. That didn't happen. Pixar didn't happen. Blah, blah, blah. Let me tell you, from the point of view of a former fatty, and still a fatty when it comes to my psyche, because there hasn't changed much yet. Assholes are everywhere. When you sit with your friends on some public stairs and you're the only one who gets kicked in the back because move your fat ass out of the way, or when a woman, true story, when a woman walks her dog, passes you and turns with that smug attitudes towards her dog and says to her dog, "Thank God we don't have such a fat ass." Or when you're outside of the mall eating a hot dog and a guy comes over to you, taking your hot dog away from you and throwing it onto the ground, declaring your parents should have done that a long time ago. Or when you're sitting at the bus stop drinking your Diet Coke and a guy walks by making pig noises and then telling you to pour even more sugar down your throat, that'll help. Yeah, and the guy not only told that to me but to my best friend as well. So hilarious. And or when you're standing in a full train and you're the only one who gets yelled at for standing in the way because of your large frame, to put it lightly. Um, yeah, that are just some examples of experience I had. But hey, I was skinny shamed too. There will always be someone who looks at you and will feel the need to tell you what they think is wrong with you. So maybe, just maybe, we need to grow a thicker skin. Yeah. But situations like that shouldn't trigger depressions, binges, or other harmful behaviors like cutting in my case. But the reality to many of us is they do. We know we're fat. We know that it's unhealthy. But you aren't helping, Sharon. You're making it worse. Everyone has the ability to lose weight, but not everyone is ready for that step yet. And if the degree of suffering becomes intolerable, they will change or seek help. I needed a major health scare to finally wake up, but I hope that my friends and family don't need that to take measures. Only you can break the cycle. And don't take any shit from people you don't know or who may be only thinking they know you, or from people you love but who are not able to show any understanding or empathy whatsoever. Fat shaming is real, it's a real issue, and it's really harmful. We are hardwired to feel um, emotional pain as well as physical pain. Some of us are more sensitive to pain, both social and physical, than others. Those comments can highlight weaknesses in ourselves, and we always want to protect our self-image, so we don't want to be reminded of our weaknesses. Or at least we don't need you to be reminded of our weaknesses, because we see that weakness every day in every reflective surface. We can feel it when we walk. I was so fat I couldn't cross my legs. I, I didn't need a constant reminder of that. We don't want to be fat. It's not a choice you made someday waking up and thinking, hey, you know what, I want to be a 400-pound whale. It's so much more complex than that. It's a social, economical, and medical issue, and by making us ashamed, you're just gonna induce anxiety, depression, and self-hatred rather than any drive to change the behavior that needs to be changed in order to lose weight and live a healthy life. Bill Mayer said in 2019, fat isn't a birth defect. Nobody comes out of the womb needing to buy 2 seats on an airplane. Fat shaming doesn't need to end, it needs to make a comeback. No. No. Nothing here needs to come back. We need a we need a premiere of parents watching their kids and what their kids are eating without making them feel bad. Um, Access to affordable, healthy food alternatives, and education about nutrition and risks of obesity. How about that? I I was told my entire life that I would never be skinny, that I couldn't be skinny. But if I just tried a little harder, I could at least be less fat. I was told it's genetic and my body isn't built for it. I don't have a skinny frame, so why bother, basically. I was told diets don't work and that almost 100% of all the people trying to lose weight gain it all back and even more during 5 years of time. So why even bother, huh? I'm currently unemployed, and carbs and fats are the most affordable food groups. If you're struggling financially trying to diet without buying any overpriced MLM supplements, something's wrong. Um, yeah, there was something Cherry Berry Weight Loss said that really hit home to me. Shaming someone's portion sizes by saying, "Oh my God, that sub could have totally lasted me 4 meals. I mean, that's 4 meals for me." Shut up, Sharon. I know. Sometimes I do a pretty similar thing with Toby because he eats twice as much as I eat, and I'd love him seeing adapting to smaller portions, but everything I see Emmeline Reed eating on camera or Chantal Marie, Uh, honestly, 1 year ago I could have easily eaten that. I just inhale it, just like that, and it's gone. That doesn't help. Yeah, congrats on your pea-sized stomach, though. Um, Also comments like, do you really wanna eat that? Or wear that or cosplay that? I mean, I see where they're coming from. I catch myself asking my best friend pretty often if he's sure he wants to eat like this bar of chocolate because we're counting calories and I really want him to lose weight, get healthy and more confident and shit. I was just yelling at the tram because it threw off my groove.
No! You threw off my groove!
I'm sorry, but you've thrown off the Emperor's groove.
Anyway, where was I? Yeah, I want him to get healthy and shit. But I know how questions like that can make you feel, especially for me, it's especially, are you sure you wanna cosplay XYZ character? He's so skinny and you are, well, you're not. That hurts. Cosplay is supposed to be fun, and you should be able to cosplay your favorite characters no matter what shape or height you are or what color your skin is. I'm still a little afraid to cosplay or to smile because of my very, very fucked up teeth. But I'm, now that I lost weight, actually more confident. And that's great. I mean, something changed. Not much, but I mean, I'm still the same person. I feel I feel like I'm still a fatty, but somehow thrown into another body. And another body with a shit ton of loose skin. Yeah, never mind. That was more me rambling than anything else, but thank you very much for listening. I think I should stop now. I'd love to share my experiences surrounding skinny shaming as well, because it can be just as harm or hurtful and still affects me in some ways. And also my experiences regarding my sexuality. Anyways, tell me your honest opinion in the comments. I'd love to see your thoughts about this. And because I'm Samsa and this is my metamorphosis, I think it's appropriate to quote Kafka for closure of this topic. When you stand in front of me and look at me, what do you know of the griefs that are in me, and what do I know of yours? And if I were to cast myself down before you and weep and tell you, what more would you know about me than you know about hell when someone tells you it's hot and dreadful? For that reason alone, we human beings ought to stand before one another as reverently, as reflectively, as lovingly, as we would before the entrance to hell. Thank you for listening if you made it that far, and see you soon for another recipe. Bye, my love bugs.